I know a lot of people are in an uproar over the Biden administration auctioning off more pieces of the border wall. We can't forget that he started doing this last year. He also sued the state of Texas for putting up buoys in the Rio Grande. He also sued Cochise County, Arizona for putting up shipping containers at its border with Mexico. And it also forced the state to take them down. The Biden administration has done everything possible to get as many illegals into this country to help Democrats win elections. Once again, the state of Texas is going to cowboy up for the security of this country. Thank you, Mr. Paxton. This is Dark Star 44.
Just 7 weeks ago, can you believe it? Everyone from Obama to Oprah were warning us that Trump and his team would be a threat to democracy. But sane Democrats like New York City Mayor Eric Adams are now acknowledging that Trump's really just a threat to illegals. Adams even met with Trump's incoming border czar today.
His goal is the same goal I have. We cannot allow dangerous individuals to commit repeated violent acts of violence in our cities across America. This can't be a safe haven for violent individuals. You have a right, a privilege to live in this country, and those who want to commit acts of violence, they are violating that privilege.
And other urban areas need to fall in line as well. And yeah, that means you, Windy City. Will its Lunatron mayor, Brandon Johnson, listen to reason?
Chicago's in trouble because your mayor sucks and your governor sucks. And we're going to start right here in Chicago, Illinois. Now, if your Chicago mayor doesn't want to help, he can step aside. But if he impedes us, if he knowingly harbors and conceals an illegal alien, I will prosecute him.
Joining me now, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Texas has its act together on the front lines of this battle with the illegals. But do you think it's time, Dan, for people like these sanctuary mayors to themselves pay a price if, in fact, they try to thwart the federal government's sole and supreme responsibility to enforce our border laws?
Absolutely, Laura. When I became lieutenant governor back in 2015, one of the first bills we pushed was no sanctuary cities in Texas, and we don't have any sanctuary cities in Texas. I'm absolutely disgusted by every act of this administration and every act of every Democrat in every blue state and blue city. They are undermining the will of the people. They are putting their people into harm's way. And Tom Homan, he's the new sheriff in town. They better pay attention. And Pam Bondi, she'll prosecute him. They'll put him in jail. It's a felony if you conceal, as Tom Homan said, or hide an illegal alien. Remember, Laura, in this group of illegal aliens are likely terrorists. We know we've arrested many across the border in the last 4 years, but we don't know who they are, or they're murderers, or they're sex offenders, or they're rapists. This is outrageous. And let me tell you what, every blue state governor and mayor who does this, you better buck up, Buttercup. I don't care if you're male or female. We mean business in Texas, and Tom Homan means business, and President Trump means business. And I don't know if you heard the latest today, Laura, but Joe Biden is now hauling off the border wall that's been lying down for years, and he wants to auction it off starting at $5 a piece. Message to the White House right now. I will bid on all of that wall, and we will buy it in Texas, and we will give it to Donald Trump. So I'm going to find out first thing in the morning where are we going to take the bid. I've got $1 billion in my pocket to do it. I write the budget with Senator Joan Huffman. We have the money. We're going to have about $6 billion in our budget for border security.
Dan, don't drive up the cost. Don't drive up the cost. The first bid is only $5 a piece of the wall.
And I will go in and buy it all.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
What
drive
does that tell you? Yeah, well, what does this tell you about the Biden people?
It tells you
they're essentially greenlighting. They want more people coming in. Yeah.
They're despicable in what they're doing to the American people. And the American people obviously aren't going to tolerate it. That's why they were thrown out. But the idea, we've been trying to buy this wall from them for 4 years, and they wouldn't sell it to us. And you know what? I'm going to check in with our Department of Public Safety. Maybe we need to start pulling over these trucks to be sure they don't have too much weight on those trucks. Maybe these trucks need to be slowed down. We need to do everything we can in Texas to stop them. The taxpayers paid for this, and they want to stop President Trump in 38 or 39 days from rebuilding the wall. I want to, the legacy of Joe Biden. He lets off his son. He's letting off all these criminals. He's doing everything he can with these blue state governors and mayors to destroy this country. They are traitors to this country, leaving terrorists, leaving murderers, leaving rapists in this country. And now he wants to sabotage this president before he takes off. It is disgraceful and disgusting. He will go down as the worst, most despicable president in the history of this country because no one has done more to damage this country and hurt American citizens.
I would agree with you on that. Dan, as always, it's great to get your perspective, and thank you for doing what you've done in Texas.
Click here.